Welcome to TaiyangNews and SNEC's Solar Leadership Conversations. My name is Michael Schmela and I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews. And I'm very happy to have with me today Damon Wu, Director of Energy Storage at Hopewind.
Nice to meet you,
Hello,
Michael.
Damon. So, Hopewind, you've been producing inverters for a long, long time.
Yes.
Then you moved into, first in the wind sector, then you moved into the solar sector, and then you started also storage. So tell us a little bit about your company.
Okay. While Hopewind is founded in 2007, and we started our business from wind and wind converters. Now we are almost the #1 in wind converter manufacturing in the world, and started our solar business in 2010, and managed storage 2017. So our main business is focused on the two parts. One is new energy, like I said, wind, solar, and energy storage, also hydrogen production. And another business is industrial drive. Well, I'm not going to say a lot about it today. So two parts, new energy parts and the industrial drive. Now we are almost shipped to more than 150 gigawatts, different kinds of power electronic devices in the world.
And the new energy part is in comparison to the industrial part. So what's the shares of the business? So which one
Now
is bigger?
the big share is the new energy part.
It's bigger.
Yes,
Yeah?
it's bigger, right?
And are you more active in solar or are you more active in wind today?
Now I think it's more or less the same.
Okay, interesting, nice. So you have a very diversified product offering from previous string inverters to energy storage systems, and you have also an energy management software platform.
Yes, of course.
So and then you use silicon carbide based switching power stacks for the converter circuit, which is the top what you can use.
Yes.
So can you please describe the benefits of SiC?
Well, maybe there's a misconception here. I think some people think silicon carbide device is better than IGBT, and some guys said this inverter used the silicon carbide and better than those use IGBTs. But I don't think it's correct, because whether you use silicon carbide, it's a balance. It's a balance between the cost, performance, and power density. Almost, it's a balance, I think. And using silicon carbide is very expensive, actually, but it can increase the switching frequency on the low, which means increase the switching frequency means you will lower down the filter volume and increase the power density, which means you lower down the other parts cost. So it's a balance. And we have been using a silicon carbide device for over 10 years. And we know when designing an inverter, we know which part should use in silicon carbide, which part using IGBT is better. So we balance everything and make sure the inverter get the best performance and as the cost as low as possible and meet the customer needs.
Okay. Okay. So in the recent TaiyangNews event, the conference where you also presented, Hopewind showed the 65 amp ultra high MPPT current capacity inverter. How have you really achieved to manage such high levels? Can you please summarize the benefits of these inverters?
Yes. As PV modules evolve to higher power, so the inverter have to keep up. So the inverter with high MPPT current capability can handle the increased power efficiently. And besides, the compatibility can give more flexibility during the PV system design. That's why we increase the MPPT current. I think maybe in the future it's going to be much more higher, I think.
Okay, okay. And I think there's more and more need for ancillary services and flexibility in the grid, and your inverters and your ESS systems offer really grid-forming features.
Yes.
I think this concept is not well known to everyone. So maybe you can simply explain a little bit what grid forming is and how it is also beneficial to storage products.
Well, actually, nowadays in our products like wind converter, solar inverter, and energy storage converter, we all have grid forming capabilities. And the grid forming actually it can make the inverters operate like a voltage source. And traditionally, the grid relies on synchronous generator to make the grid stable. But as more PV and wind energy enter into the grid, so in the future, the grid forming is becoming more and more necessary because the first aim of grid forming is make the grid stable. But in the future, without grid forming, the first aim of the inverter is to operate as the maximum power, tracing the MPPT, right? But now in grid forming, the inverter's first aim is to make the grid stable. And also, for no matter it's main grid or microgrid, for example, in microgrid, the diesel generator operates with PV and energy storage. These applications of energy storage converter also provide grid forming because in this area, if the load increased or decreased suddenly, the grid forming can give the whole system a better performance.
Okay. So just let's talk a little bit about markets. So you are selling your products in domestic markets. You're selling it also in international markets. So what's the different shares and how are these changing and what are the targets?
I'll talk about energy storage. So in the past maybe 7 or 8 years, we have shipped maybe almost 10 gigawatts PCIs in domestic market. And basically, business is focused on the PCIs, the storage converters. And our products have used in many scenarios like grid side, power generation side, CNI, and also some microgrid projects, even some supercapacitor products. But for overseas markets, we already started our business in overseas market. But the products we promoted in the overseas market, not only the converters, but also the whole system and also some customized service, because we help and coached a lot of partners how to design the whole system. And also for overseas markets, the products we promote is sometimes it's a little different from the products used in China, because consider the customers' habits, the maintenance, operation, so the products will be a little different. But for maybe in the future, the overseas markets will occupy, I think, maybe at least 1/3 or maybe half of my revenues.
And at the moment it is?
Right now, maybe the most of the domestic market, but now we have already applications like in South Korea, in Brazil, and a lot of overseas markets.
And you address these markets also as a storage division alone, or is it always combined with your inverter products?
Yes, it's combined. It's like no matter any storage or inverters or hydrogen, all the business are combined together to overseas markets, not only energy storage.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your Hopewind cloud version 4.0. So it's pretty new. So what's the features of this new version?
While Hope Cloud actually is one center with 5 platforms, and it's a digital energy operation solution. And it has many new advanced technology like IoT, blockchain, and cloud computing, big data. So data computing, I think. Also, a lot of our business like PV energy storage, and wind, and even charging, and some energy consumption, and a lot of other energy scenarios can be used in this platform. And for the security, I think we already have the GDPR, meet the GDPR requirements, because we have done a lot of work on the security to make the whole platform meet the foreign requirements.
Okay, so that means you're fully ready also for export of your products if you're fully GDPR compliant.
Yes, we already have the certification.
Okay, so maybe final question. So what do you expect for the next 12 months for your storage business? So I think we live also, of course, in somewhat difficult times in the industry. Yeah? So, but how do you see actually you as a company come through this time?
I thought this question in two parts. First, the domestic market. Second is the overseas market. For domestic market, so many competitors and the price keep going down, which makes the business is very hard to do. But we have our products. Actually, we have a little much more, maybe 3 or 4 months ahead other competitors. For example, this year we are the first company to deliver 2.5 megawatts PCIs in the domestic market. Also, a lot of other companies maybe have this plan, but their product is still not launched yet. And for overseas market, I think overseas market will be priority in the next 2 or 3 years, because I think the domestic market is already a little saturated. I think maybe it still will increase, but the revenue as the percentage price keep going down, so the whole revenue I don't think will get bigger. But for overseas market, especially for like Southeast Asia, we can do the microgrid project. Like for European markets, we can have a commercial and some other products. So for overseas market, I think we'll put a lot of energy and resources in it and make it better, I think.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much for providing these insights into Hopewind.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Damon.